here? Oh, this is amazing. Please don't go anywhere. All right, I'm not a professional. I'm not really a fragrance reviewer. I'm just a regular random guy. A massive collection of fragrances, and I have a desire to sort of pass on, share those fragrances with you to inspire you to wear a good fragrance every day. Now, behind me, my friends, or to the side of me, whichever way you want to look at it, is a collection of 1 millions by Paco Rabanne, or Rabanne as it's called these days. I guess they're trying to save ink or something, I don't know. Back in 2007, Paco Rabanne launched 1 million, and this 1 million changed men's fragrances forever. It introduced the average man in the street to how they could wear a ridiculously bubblegummy sweet kind of fragrance. It worked on a guy, and females absolutely loved it. Okay, you've got sort of orange, you've got a ton of cinnamon, you've got a little bit of leather and a little bit of sort of patchouli and that, and a bit of rose in that one. That is a stunning creation. Okay, one that I say changed the game of fragrances for men. So with the old success, Paco Rabanne thought, let's do this, and across the years they've launched many 1 millions. Now, if you were to ask me, Leggy, what is your absolute favourite 1 million? It'll be this one. And you're going to go, Leggy, mate, what on earth is that? Alright, my bad. I took the metal front off because I wanted to put some in a decant, and I ended up bending the metal, and that's what the left. Right, okay. It is an original formulation. It's a 200ml bottle. It is the original formulation of 1 million Lucky. Let me spray it for you because it's still just about sprays. If 1 million Lucky is not the absolutely sexiest ever men's fragrance, then I'm a monkey's armpit or something. Honestly, this is an unreal kind of fragrance. It is ridiculously sweet. It starts off maybe a little bit screechy, sort of look at me sort of thing, okay? And then after a while, I say 20 minutes, it goes slightly powdery and it becomes smooth sexy. Okay, it does not lose its sexiness, it does not lose its appeal, but it just becomes a little bit smoother after 20 minutes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now, at the top end, you've got some citrus, some bergamot. Fantastic start. It's not what you'd class as a fresh fragrance, it's more of a sexy kind of fragrance, okay? But there is that slight freshness with the bergamot at the top. But the bergamot is paired with a plum. Not the pear, the plum, okay? It's paired up with a plum. Now the plum, picture a plum, you know when you pick a plum up and it's sort of slight firm, okay? But when you pick one up and it's gone too far and it's like squidgy, but you don't want to eat it, but it smells amazing. That's the plum in this one. It's a squidgy, overripe, over juicy, sort of sticky sweet plum. Yeah, that's exactly what the plum is. If you drop down to the middle shelf, you've got some gorgeous hazelnuts. Okay, that just adds a twist, which is absolutely stunningly good. In the middle is also some honey. Now, it is not 1980s kind of honey. It's not the honey, say, in Dupe or something. It's smooth, sweet, runny honey, if that makes sense. There's also a little bit of a floral note in there. I'm going to say it's possibly something like a jasmine. There's some patchouli and there's some nice sweet amber. This is all about sweet and it is all about sexy. Okay, it just is. Now, let me be perfectly honest and tell you something. 1 million Lucky, that looks a lot better when it's got the metal front. Oh no, I know. 1 million Lucky is seriously my most complimented fragrance. Now let me just sort of put a bit of meat on the bones, as it were. I don't mean it's the number of compliments, I mean it's the quality of compliments. Okay, now I was in a local supermarket some time ago and I was wearing 1 Million Lucky. And a random lady, I'd never seen her before, I didn't know her, she came up to me and she says, excuse me, I've got to tell you, you absolutely smell gorgeous. And I was like, whoa, okay. Okay, that's the sort of thing you will get with 1 Million Lucky. Let me give you another example. I was at work, I was walking through the car park with a colleague, a female colleague. We was chat, and she suddenly stopped. And I think what had happened, the breeze must have just took it off my neck and breezed it into her nose. And she just stopped and she went, Leggy, you smell amazing. Okay, so it is the quality of compliments you'll get on this one. And in terms of how long the original Paco Rabanne 1 Million Lucky lasted, I was blown away. Okay, I was getting around about 7 to 8 hours of it radiating off it. In the first hour, it's loud, it's almost sort of screechy loud, and then it dipped down, and for sort of another sort of 6, 7, 8 hours sometimes, it was radiating off you. Skin, it was there next day. Clothes, it was there for a couple of days. Okay, you cannot fault the performance of the original, but guess what? Not happy with this one. Paco Rabanne, in their infinite marketing wisdom, decided to kill it. It's still on their website, but you can't actually buy it. You click, and it gives you all the information about it, but you cannot buy it. They have discontinued 1 Million Lucky. Why? Why the best 1 million? Now, some people are going to disagree. They're going to say, oh, 1 Million Elixir is so much better, 1 Million Royale so much better, 1 Million Parfum or Privé and all that sort of thing. Maybes, but for me personally, it was Lucky. However, to the rescue, Pendora Scents. Oh, man. I love these guys at Pendora Scents. And they have launched this. Now, the crazy thing is, let me spray it. Well, let me tell you what it is first. Go on, Leggy, show us. Don't know if I can focus. So it's made by Pendora Scents and it's called Milano Platina. Don't know where the Platina comes from. Anyway, let me spray this and let me tell you something. You're going to ask me what the difference is. What is the difference, Leggy, between Milano Platina and 1 Million Lucky? The difference is you can buy this. That's a massive plus point. This will cost £24.50 British pounds, pence, whatever. £24.50 British money on eBay. Delivered. Okay? This, as much as you try clicking on buy it now, you cannot. Oh, I noticed some people on eBay selling like vintage sort of bottles of this. Over £100 British pounds. What? Okay. Now, let me try and tell you the difference in the smell. There isn't. Pendora Scents, these guys have got this absolutely bang on. Now, when I say bang on, you are talking about a guy who has worn that much of a 200ml bottle. I'm kind of familiar with it. And look at that, I've literally hammered this fragrance. I don't do first impression reviews. I do it after I've hammered the fragrance, and I can tell you. This, right, honestly, there is no difference. It's exactly the same. What about the performance? I'll tell you what, you're going to be absolutely blown away with the performance in this one. For about an hour and a half, this is radiating off you nicely. And then for a further up to 2 hours, sometimes 2.5 hours, you're in a scent bubble. Get it on clothes, it's there the next day. Skin right deep into the evening. Okay, so 2 plus points. First of all, this is actually something you can purchase in 2024. And secondly, £24.50. Now, I took this to work. I also took the old Fragrance World Elixir. Okay, I wanted to know what people thought of these. We'll do that one some other time. I sprayed it for everyone. Everyone liked them both, okay? But the females 100% said the Milano, Platina, whatever it is. This one, the Pendora Sense, the Lucky version. That was what they wanted to smell. Now, I can't really tell you any downsides for this, other than the fact that sometimes the sprayer does leak a bit. Just make sure you flick it on your arm. But realistically, if you want my 100% hand on heart recommendation, guys, if you want female attention, just get it. £24.50. You'll message me, you'll say, Leggy is spot on, mate. So redonkulously close to Lucky, I'm not even going to tell you if there's any differences because I can't detect them. Performance, solid, smell, it's a magnet. This stuff is a magnet. Okay, so please, if you're going to buy it, if you've got it, drop a comment. It's always helpful if someone says, you know what, Leggy's talking rubbish, but he's actually got it right this time. Or if you buy it, please drop a comment once you've been wearing it. Man, I've got to be honest, it is just so good. All right, if you say, Leggy, I'm not really into sweet fragrances, I'm going to say, try it. Because although it's sweet, it's got such a sort of an alluring sexiness. You overcome the fact it's sweet. Or at least, I hope you do if you buy it. Okay, I'm going to go now. I really appreciate your time. I appreciate your visit. I appreciate that you're here. That is just so amazing. And I'm going to love you and leave you now, but seriously, in the meantime, please stay safe. But most of all, every single day, one of them, one of them, one of them. Haze it onto your clothes. Don't go up too close. Haze it onto your clothes. And you know what? Especially if you're wearing something as good as that, you will not stop smiling all day. You'll get compliments with that one. Trust me, you'll get compliments. You 100% you will. But even if you're with people who don't compliment fragrances, for your own personal well-being, you'll sit in a gorgeous bubble of that. It is so good. 100% get this one. Right, love you and leave you. See you next time, and goodbye. Where's the off button? See you somewhere. Oh, I can see better.